Do you like to stay in a place with a lot of noise? It really depends on what kind of noise we're talking about. I mean, it shouldn't come as a surprise to you that I would hate it if the noise is a deafening drilling sound coming from a construction nearby or something of that sort. However, if it's just noise of people chatting, then I'd say I have mixed feelings about such a place, as most of the time I'll find it quite unsettling, but at other times, especially when I'm happy, I might actually like it. What kinds of noises are there in the area where you live? Although I live in a residential area, my house is quite secluded as it is tucked away in a small alley, far from the hustle and bustle outside. So typically, as you can imagine, if I'm at home, I can only hear the occasional sound of motorbikes going back and forth, or people locking or unlocking their doors. Apart from this, I can also hear a bell signaling to people that it is time to take out their trash at a certain time of the day. Do you want to move to a quieter place? As much as I appreciate silence, I really think my place is already peaceful and tranquil enough now. My point here is that if I lived in an even quieter place, it would be really boring, so much so that I would imagine it had to be in the suburbs or something similar. I think there's a sweet spot for everything, which does not exclude quietness. And I suppose my house is really close to this balance. Do you think there's too much noise in today's world? I would not say so literally. I mean, the modern world definitely has more noise compared to the past. But we have also developed ways to insulate our homes against noise, which counteracts the increased noise. However, if you're talking about noise figuratively, as in the abundance of information and opinions, then I completely agree. It is even to an extent where it feels like we can easily lose sight of what really matters to us if we are not careful. Is making noise one of people's rights? Yes, to a degree. But there are many elements governing this aspect. That's to say, there are certain parameters that you have to comply with. For example, I think you would agree with me that it would be considered inconsiderate or even illegal to turn on loud music at night while your neighbors are trying to sleep. Or there are certain public areas that demand a certain degree of quietness, such as on a train or in a temple. All in all, as far as I'm concerned, you can make noise, just not at the expense of others.